right? We never had a president of a country who was a great fighter like Manny Pacquiao.
Is that the next move you feel for him?
Definitely. I know for a fact.
So this is going to be his last fight?
Well, I don't know. Wouldn't
That'd be crazy if he was.
Can you imagine the excitement if the president of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao,
Oh my God.
right, comes to Vegas to fight Crawford or somebody? People will go crazy. When have you ever had a president of a country, right, fighting at the top level?
Yeah. If you were the odds maker for Spence Pacquiao, what would it be?
I'm not an odds maker.
With that,
And remember, odds don't necessarily mean ability. Odds are what the public thinks and what the public bets. That's what people make the mistake. If a fight is 10-1, and people say, well, it's an outside fight. No, that means that most people think that fighter A is better, and so they bet fighter A, and the odds go to 10-1. But if somebody comes and makes a big bet on fighter B, then the odds go down. Has nothing to do with innate ability.
Any advice on Spence on how to approach him during the press conference? Any advice to Spence on how to approach Pacquiao during the press conference? I know a few fighters have gotten out of line and they paid for it. Any advice on Spence on how to?
No, Spence won't get out of line. I mean, he has no history of being that kind of person.
here's the key question, Bob. Did Errol look 100% to you in that last fight with Danny?
Well, he didn't look as good as he did before. But that, again, time has now passed, and maybe it was just a question of time in order for him to get back his full abilities.
You mentioned don't be surprised if Manny wins, but do you feel that Manny will win?
Well, Spence got to be a big favorite. But I'm saying don't count Manny Pacquiao out.
Any concerns about Fury wanting to get to 300 pounds?
What?
Any concerns about Fury wanting to get to 300 pounds?
Fury says things for effect, right? If you believe what Fury says, right? No, I don't think he'll get.
He does look bigger.
Is he in better? Is Fury in better shape now than he was for the second fight?
Yeah, because he has a much better team now. He has better nutritionists, better strength and conditioning coaches. He's training better. Yeah, definitely. And he's getting used to Sugar Hill. I think that young man is going to make a mark as the best trainer in boxing.
Hey Bob, can you talk about this weekend's card?
What? Yeah. I mean, look, the Japanese guy, Inoue, is a phenomenon, a great boxer, and a tremendous puncher. And the Philippine boy is an all-action fighter. So we're going to see a really good fight. And then we got the Adam Lopez fight with Dogbay. Hey, that's a really good fight. That'll be shown on the linear platform. And Michaela Mayer's fight will be on the linear platform. And the rest of the fights will be on ESPN+.
Bob, what are your thoughts on Canelo going for undisputed
On
at
who?
super middleweight? Canelo going for undisputed at super middleweight.
Canelo is a great fighter and a great attraction. So I don't see any super middleweight right now beating him. I think the only one that may give him trouble and be competitive is this Benavidez kid.
So you don't think Caleb Plant is?
He's a very good fighter, but he's not Canelo. He doesn't have the power of Canelo. I think he'll give Canelo a decent fight, but there's one winner.
What do you feel David Benavidez is the biggest threat to
I think
Canelo?
Benavidez is a real biggest threat.
What do you make of the press conference where you have one fighter who doesn't want to talk to the media? What do you think of that?
Well, as long as the other guy knows how to talk, so what?
You had mentioned don't count Manny out. A few weeks ago, one of your former fighters, Nonito Donaire, scored a big knockout.
Terrific. Nonito is a great fighter. I congratulate him. Everybody thought his career was over. He gave Inoue a tremendous fight. He just beat this Obaldi. I mean, Nonito Donaire is a really, really good fighter. He's dedicated, and he's fun to watch.
Bob, Sam Watson's right next to you. What's
Sam Watkins next to me here.
Good man, great man. Yeah, good man. I saw some pictures of him on something yesterday on the Kings. The King with Sugar Ray and him all.
Wasn't that great?
Oh, you look so cool. Good
Yeah.
job, brother. Keep doing it.
Thank you. Yeah, by the way, everybody, make sure you watch it on Showtime. And you can watch all four.
Watch what?
The Kings.
Okay.
The four Kings. The King. It's really good. It's really well done.
When making these tag team boxing promotions, do you see more of this coming? We asked you this a few years ago, a couple of years ago. How is this working? Do you look forward to doing it more?
I don't look forward to doing it. I'm not going to do it. If other people want to do it and people want to pay for it, God bless them. But I ain't in that business.
Bob, any comment on the latest feud between Canelo and the Loyola?
No, I think that's unfortunate because I like both of them. I mean, Oscar, I raised Oscar practically. And I'm a big admirer of Canelo. I think Canelo is a terrific fighter. The fact that they split, that's one thing. The fact that they're saying things about each other, I don't like. But
Bob, how disappointed are you that Tio Fimo's fight is not going to happen?
What?
How disappointed are you about the Teofimo Lopez situation?
I think it happens. It happens. Thank God the symptoms now seem to have gone away. And I think they'll do the fight August 14th.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
The-